Hello everyone, GenmaTheSamurai here. So first and foremost, I want to make a couple announcements before I dive into my schedule for the next couple months. I'm bringing back my Patreon, and if you guys are wondering, well, why am I doing that? Well, the move is not done yet, and in fact we're actually struggling financially at this point in time. Basically, we are waiting for the house to sell, and all of our money we've been using has been just kind of dwindling down more and more and more to the point that, you know, we're having to pull out a lot of money and it's just getting very difficult. So because of that, I wanted to open up my Patreon just to help pay for stuff like food and all of that kind of stuff. Now that said, I'm basically going to tweak it a little bit, because before it was more focused on my art and whatnot, and now it's going to be a little more focused on gaming and stuff, since most of you guys are interested in that. So I think you guys will enjoy what I have set up. So I have a system where you guys can donate $15 for me to do a spotlight video very similar to what I did for Heroes of Umbra. Listed in the description is going to be a list of all of the games that I am capable of really doing for this spotlight at the moment. I wanted to make sure it was games that I owned for the most part. There are certain games that I could like emulate and whatnot, but I wanted to keep it very strictly, for now anyway, games that are either on my Steam or on my Switch that I could record and do spotlight videos. Basically how it would work is I would record for a few hours, and then afterwards I would just kind of cut it down to like a 45-minute video, again similar to how I did for Heroes of Umbra. But anyways, I wanted to also elaborate a little bit on how the system is going to work in detail real quick. So basically there's going to be two options listed there on Patreon. So there's the regular $15 option, which is basically choosing a game from what I own. And then there's an option for a game that I don't own. So if I don't own a game, it's still $15. However, there's a prerequisite to that, where I'm going to require you guys to buy me the game. I don't have a lot of money, and I still need to make a profit that way. And I know a lot of games definitely vary in terms of prices on Steam, so I can't just say like, oh, it's like $35, because then someone could ask for like a $60 game, and I don't want to turn off those. So basically this way I'm making sure that whatever games you guys want me to do, I am going to have the capability to do it. Just, you're going to want to make sure that it's on a console that I currently have available, which at the moment is basically just, I'm going to say Steam for now, just because I think like buying games for the Switch store is probably a little more complicated than that. Now, if you guys don't have like $15 to spare, but you still want to support and stuff, there's still a reward, in a sense, for any amount of donations you guys give me. I will list you guys essentially in a credit at the end of every single one of my videos. Again, this still applies to the $15 people as well, so everyone who donates will be given a special thanks at the end of every single one of my videos. And yeah, it's just to show that I appreciate you guys. I was trying to think of stuff that would be like worth like $5, but hopefully, you know, if you guys want to list ideas into the comments in terms of the things that would be good donation goals, I'm open to ideas. Just, you know, just get a conversation going and all that kind of stuff. I want to make sure that this is a system that can really help me out. I think I'm still going to have to end up getting a job and stuff, because I know a lot of you guys don't have a lot of money, but either way, I just want to make sure that I'm providing content in exchange this time, because that was something that I wasn't really that great at with the old Patreon, and I want to make sure that I actually deliver this time around. So one other thing is that this Patreon is going to be on a monthly payment system, and I want you guys to remember that when you donate. So if you don't see a video till towards like the end of the month, there's going to be a very specific reason for that, is that I don't want people paying for me to do a video and then essentially pulling out of Patreon right before, like, you know, I actually make the video and whatnot. I know like that would be frustrating, because you guys want to, you know, you want to get those videos, but I really want to make sure that you know, that it gets paid for, if you know what I mean. That I don't just make a video and then someone just bails out on it. So I hope you guys understand. We're already like halfway through June anyway, so I think, if I'm correct, you know, like it won't be that long of a wait for you guys to get your videos. that said, I seriously want to thank you guys for supporting. If you guys do, if you guys can't support, it's fine. I understand. It's just, yeah, things are currently difficult financially, and that's why I decided to do this in the first place. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, I also wanted to talk about how things are going to go in terms of my regular schedule. This Patreon stuff, I don't think I'm going to get a lot of donations, so I don't think it'll affect this schedule that much. One last thing about the Patreon. This is also very important to remember when you guys do your donations. This won't really be applicable for a few months, but I feel it's relevant. Basically, the rewards will only apply during a period where I'm capable of making content. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I am currently attending a college, doing a trimester system, and doing like full-time. I am taking the summer off of doing that, so that's why I have the time to do all of this. But once classes start in, I don't think I'm going to have the time to really dedicate to making content this consistently, if you know what I'm saying. So once that rolls around, it's definitely going to be a lot harder. And so probably the next period where I probably would be able to do some stuff might be around like December, but I think summer is probably like going to be the most active period for this Patreon. And I'm not going to take it down per se. I just want to make sure that it's there and that everyone involved, when you are donating, that you understand that. So if you guys are donating and it's not during an active period, so I would probably say the cutoff might be the 10th of September or something like that. If it's past that point, I'm probably not going to be making much content. So just a fair warning, try not to be subscribed during that period unless you you just want to support me just for the sake of supporting me. But I want to make sure that I do a good job of providing content when I'm capable of doing it, and I hope you guys understand everything I'm saying so far and all of that. But I'm going to do another binge session of Shining Force 3 very soon. I basically want to try and get a lot more progress done with that, because I know next year I'm going to be dealing with games like Fire Emblem Three Houses and who knows what else. I don't know about Kingdom Hearts, but there's a lot of games that will be coming out, and I want to be able to do videos on them. Tales of the Abyss, of course, whenever the move finishes, so I think I want to try and make some serious progress into Shining Force 3 as soon as possible while I am on break. And because I brought up the binge recording for Shining Force 3, is that you'll probably get, like, once I have enough videos there, you'll probably get like a part, 5 parts a week, so like 1 per weekday, just like it was, back during the spring period. So I hope you guys understand with that. And hopefully it'll be a little more changed up with Spotlight stuff, once people start donating for that stuff. But either way, I want to try this out, see how this goes. But yeah, anyway, once again, if you guys have any ideas or advice or ways that I could help fix things up, I also know my game list document is not the cleanest looking thing right now, but I hope to make it look nicer in the future. You guys are seriously the best, and yeah, we'll see what happens going forward, but yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!